Hey guys, Czar here. Good morning to you. Hope all is well. Trust you're having a good day. It is Wednesday, hump day, October 15th, 2025, 9:29. Less than 1 minute to go until the New York Open. This is the daily frame, guys. NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow. And as you can see, we have an inside day with a bullish body on the NASDAQ looking to make an up day. We do have an up day on the S&P 500 here with a bullish body, and we do have an up day with a bullish body on the Dow. So fairly bullish coming in, looking like we're resuming this rampaging bull market. But anything can happen, of course, in here, especially if Donald Trump decides to say something about anything, really. This is my trading grid, guys. The daily, the 30, and the 1 minute chart. I'll sometimes have a 30-second chart over here if it's a fast market. On the 30-minute time frame here for the NASDAQ, guys, you can see that we have a turbo zone and naked bodies up above. We have a turbo zone and naked bodies down below. That means this real body of the candle has nothing in front of it or behind it. Back end clothing or front end clothing. Some people call it a fair value gap. No clue why. And as you can see, we have pushed up overnight, guys, through Asia, creeping up into London, the European session, creeping up right into this zone here. And now this first 30-minute candle has just broken two prior 30-minute candles to the downside. I'll bring you back in a moment. And there's the 1 minute open range, guys. On the NASDAQ, we're looking at about 39 points, call it 40 points. And on the S&P, about 6 points or so, give or take. Nothing for me to do. Going to be very patient here today, especially in this range here. I certainly won't be taking longs into the top of that range yet, but we do have an inside day and bullish body. On the 1 minute chart, guys, you'll see the Globex Open here, Australia, straddling the Asian Open. There's the London Open. You'll see the London Open was basically the same as the Globex and the Asian Open from yesterday. Just going to be patient here, guys, and watch a bunch of candles print. Going to put a small zone in right through here, guys, really at around the level of the Asian Open. Asian was actually a little bit above there on that blue candle, but this is just to bracket the price action that printed during the London session. It also brings us right into this big blue candle from the closing last half hour of New York yesterday, power hour. So my dynamic open range would now include this and this. Which is the top of that wick here on the 30-minute chart. And the lowest point so far in New York. Just watching here, guys, nothing to do. I fully expect that we could come all the way back to the London Open range at least. But I don't have a trade on that. Just watching, guys. I'm going to delete my dynamic open range here for a moment. Got a version of a break and retest here. Not the cleanest. These are pretty manic and frantic candles here. The way these printed too, lots of darting about. Strange, indecisive behavior. We are now above the open range on the S&P. Very interesting tug of war here, guys. You'll notice the candles are smaller and then getting bigger. We got some small, then medium-sized candles, then larger candles. There's an expansion in the tug of war here. Really pulling on that rope. The bulls and then the bears and then the bulls and the bears. Really stretching that thing. Looking for some resolution here now, either to the top or the bottom. See that there? See that there? And pulling back again to the open range here, guys. Back above the open range on the S&P. Very choppy, mixed picture here this morning. Already feeling like a no trade day here at 9:52 a.m. Still early. Anything can happen, but not loving this expanding wedge. All right, guys, pushing up on both now. 30-minute candle flipping or trying to flip bullish here. As you can see, I deleted my dynamic open range because it's just too much chop. It really becomes irrelevant at some point. All right, guys, getting a little bit of alignment here between the NASDAQ and the S&P above the open ranges and above VWAP, of course. Trying to get up above this area here. We did have this drop down here, which of course would flush out a bunch of indecision, but probably not all of it. We do have a bullish body here, but inside of yesterday's span of travel. Yesterday's high is right here. See my crosshair on the daily chart? Right there, just above where we are right now. That can act as resistance or it can act as a cool threshold where once passed, big things happen. Just bringing out a marker, guys. In fact, what I'm going to do is put in a line right here, yesterday's high. See that line right there? Just to remind me of where we need to blast through in order for good things to happen. All right. When this candle closes, guys, I'm going to buy the break. Here we go right now. Stop below this big shift candle inside of the open range and that little wick before it. And I'm in, guys. I am in with the anticipation of breaking yesterday's high. Bullish body on the daily. Here we go. See it closing right there on the daily? Pushing into this clean traffic zone, guys. Turbo zone with naked body right above. This is a magnet. That can be a magnet. It can also put up a little bit of trouble, but we'll see. The moment we break through that, I think good things can happen. Just a few minutes ago, guys, I posted in my private group that this is a very mixed picture and confusion abounds. And we're finally seeing a little bit more alignment here between these two just in the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes, 3 minutes or so. As I also mentioned, anything can change at any moment in this market. And take you to the daily very quickly, guys. Up day on the S&P, very strong up day, in fact. And this is the blue chip benchmark, guys, 500 stocks. Very strong up day on the Dow. NASDAQ's actually lagging a little bit in that we haven't broken prior day's high yet. But I believe that we could absolutely and very easily be brought up to this similar kind of speed and momentum in the NASDAQ as we're seeing in the S&P and the Dow. I'm sort of playing into the weakness here, guys. The laggard picking up with the others. And the truth is, the NASDAQ overall in the future session is actually the strongest, up over 1%, whereas S&P is up 96 basis points and Dow up 74 basis points. All of those are strong moves. But you can see even with this lagging structural element, the NASDAQ is the strongest of the three horses. Pushing up strongly now on the S&P and the NASDAQ. So why am I long here, guys? Well, we have a naked body here on the daily pushing up, threatening to break prior day's high, which we have now done. We had already done that very strongly on the S&P and the Dow. NASDAQ was just holding back, looking to follow suit. Alignment and synchronicity between the two sisters. Above the open range, above the 9 and the 21, 9 exited the open range. And then the powerful magnets of the turbo zone and naked bodies up above. Two of them in a row, in fact. And target one has been hit, guys. And so the 1R all or nothing trader has left the game with full profits. And the 2R move stop to break even at 1R has moved their stop to break even because we hit 1R. Now we'll wait and see what happens to the rest of these players. All right, guys, we're back 11:33, and as you can see, we have pulled all the way back to my original entry here. So the 2R move stop to break even at 1R has been stopped out at break even. And because we are out of the optimal trading window, I now have the option to close manually my other models. That's the 1.5 and the 2R all or nothing models. And so I'm going to put an order in right now, guys, right here. And there it is, guys, out at the break even right there. I want to see it pull back so you can see it here in real time. Pretty sure you saw that happen right there, but I would like to see a pullback just so you can see it again. And you can see here why I did that, that clearly there has been a shift here, and we have these shift selling candles coming in and accelerating here to the downside. Would have been my preference for you to see that again, guys, but if you rewind the video, you'll see it hit break even right there on that wick. See that there crossing the line? And that's where I closed, figuratively and literally, the other two models. Even though this trade is done, I'm going to let this play out for a bit. I want you to see what happens next based on that dynamic decision. Pulling all the way back now, guys. So getting out of break even here was a strategic decision based on time of day, 6 minutes out of the optimal trading window, 1 hour winner, and then break even, and break even. And there it is, guys. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate you. Hope you have an amazing afternoon. And I'll see you tomorrow for Thirsty Thursday. Take care.